Hello and welcome back to Montana John's Adventures. I would like to ask you to like, subscribe, and click the notification. So remember, like these videos so I know that you're watching them, and hit the like button and subscribe and comment. Make some comments, ask me some questions. I've been around guns for almost 50 years and I know a lot of really cool tricks. And so like, subscribe, click the notification so you get all future videos. And today I'm going to tell you about how to fix a problem. I took my gun to a gunsmith and they couldn't figure it out, and it took me about 5 minutes to figure it out. So I don't really like people checking my guns out. I usually fix it, but I couldn't figure something out, what was wrong with this, and after about 10 minutes of looking at it and checking it out again, I fixed my own gun. So what the problem was, I was having a problem with this gun ejecting. This is my Ruger M77 7 mag. This gun has killed lots of deer, lots of animals. Like, I don't know how, bears, elk, moose, no moose, sorry, deer, antelope, grouse. So anyway, coyotes, a lot of animals I've shot with this gun. But anyway, what I want to tell you about is I had an ejection problem. So when you pick up the bolt, first thing you want to do, gun safety, remember, keep your finger off the trigger. You open up the action, make sure it's empty. So what was happening is when I open up the bolt and pull back the bolt, the shell would just sit there. It wouldn't eject. It would just lay in there. It would be stuck to the bolt. So I took it to a gunsmith and he looked at it and he told me to send it back to Ruger. And I was like, I don't want to really send my gun back to Ruger. So I noticed this with some other guns that I have as well. It's just a really simple thing to do. What you want to do is take a 12 gauge shotgun brush. That's what you're going to use to fix this problem, for the ejection problem. Take your bolt out of the gun. Now when the bolt's out, the housing for the bolt housing in the gun is the same size as a 12 gauge bore, just about. And you run this brush back and forth in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to clean that ejector that's in there. That helps, because if it gets really dirty, it will not eject the gun. And I don't know why nobody could figure this out, but I did. So remember, you're going to take your bolt out. You're going to use a trustworthy shotgun brush for a 12 gauge shotgun. And you just run it right into here, back and forth. And I use this Hoppy's number 9, and it has the copper remover. So make sure you get copper remover, because you want to get that, and it will solidify. It'll take everything and turn it to mush. So run that brush in and out of here like this. I just cleaned the whole gun, so it's all clean, nice. I'm getting it dirty now. So then after you do that, I have a 12 gauge shotgun, like a swab. So I take that bore swab, and I'm going to go right on through where the ejector is. And it kind of, whoops, what am I doing here? Dropped the wrong thing down. So you put this on, and you just run the swab right on through here, back and forth, one time. And I just go, just give it a little blow, ha. And then after you get it blown out of there, you just take a nice clean towel and wipe it out. Make sure it's clean. But I did this like 30 times. I cleaned it real good. I dunked it right into the solvent. Got it cleaned out real good. And this thing is ejecting like a champ now. I mean, it's flawless actually. So that's how I fix that problem. 12 gauge brush, run it back and forth. And then when I was done, I gave it a little shot of oil. But that swab, I don't know if anybody has these, but they're nice to have, the shotgun swab. And when you run that down in there, it just cleans all that crap out of there. Now it's nice and clean. It's really clean now. So that's a trick I found. A couple people that are gunsmiths that I know could not figure that out. And I just took the liberty upon myself to fix my own gun, which I normally do. And But I let somebody who was a gunsmith check my gun out for me, and they couldn't figure it out. But I figured it out in 5 minutes. After them not being able to fix it, I fixed it. So I know you're supposed to give your gun a proper cleaning every time, but that is like real tricky. I didn't realize you had to get that detailed with that brush to make the shell extractor extract the shell casing. So the whole chamber looks good in there. I mean, I made sure it's all cleaned out and wiped out in there. I ran a nice brush through, so I'm all ready to go do some elk hunting this year. And remember, when you store a gun, how do you store it? You take it, make sure that the chamber is empty, so there's nothing in it. I could clearly see there's nothing in the chamber. Drop the bolt forward. Hold your finger on the trigger to make sure it's going to fire. Take your safety off. Pull the trigger. So you want to pull the trigger, drop the bolt down. Now the firing pin just advanced forward and it's in a relaxed position. So if you have a pen like this, an ink pen, when you squash that ink pen down and that pin is sticking out, that's just like your firing pin. It's in a crushed position. And then when you fire the gun, bam, it fires out. So this is your firing pin right here. And when you shoot, bam, it shoots out. So imagine you have a spring that's being crushed in here if you don't relax it. So remember, it's empty. Check it's clearly empty. Pull your finger on the trigger and drop the bolt down, and the safety should be off when you do that. You cannot put the safety back in the safe position when you're like that. So this gun had a little problem. I figured it out. I knew somebody was a gunsmith, and I asked them to take a look at it, and they couldn't figure it out, and I figured it out in 5 minutes. I thought it was going to be more extreme of a problem, but it wasn't. So if you have any other guns that are like bigger bore with a bolt like this, and you have an extractor problem, you could run a brush right through the back and clean it real nice. And these are copper. So remember, that's a cool little trick I learned. So other thing I want to tell you, I want to tell you what Montana Johns is all about. Montana Johns is about taking people out shooting guns. I take people shooting guns here in Kalispell, Montana. So if you want to learn how to shoot guns or have fun shooting guns, come on out. I give you, on the adventure, I give you one of these Montana Johns Outdoor Adventure t-shirts. I supply 5 guns, AR-9s, and all the ammunition, 200 rounds, headphones, eyewear, transportation, drinks, and metal targets, all reactive targets. Go on my YouTube channel, Montana Johns, and check all my other videos out that I do. Also, you can check out my website, mtjoa.com. It's simple. My website, mtjoa.com. Real simple. I'm out here in Kalispell, Montana. I take you out in the middle of nowhere shooting guns. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun. And I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, like this video, please. Comment on it. Tell me what you think of my videos. I'm all about gun safety first, then having fun with guns. And don't forget, do not tell your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or significant other that you're going to go buy a gun. Just go out and buy it, because you cannot return a firearm. It's a non-returnable item unless it has a fault. And look me up when you come out here in Montana, and I'll take you out shooting. Have a fun time out here. And we'll look for some deer, elk, bear, moose, maybe even Bigfoot. So thank you for watching. You guys have a great day, and God bless America.